Boys and girls, Peter here, and we're going to be doing a top 5. And this is a channel called The Darkest Secrets. 326,000 subscribers. This reaction video was a viewer request from Daphne Devine. Bless her. She keeps sending me stuff. I'll keep forgetting because I'm an idiot. Daphne, don't worry. I'm finally doing it. And this is 5 paranormal events that will freeze you to the bone. Now, we all know I gave up on top 5s very recently. A couple of months ago because they were spouting crap. I hope this is good, because if it's not, we can all blame Daphne Devine. I'm joking. Daphne, thank you for your suggestion. It's been a long time since we've done this.
What begins this investigation is extremely interesting. A case that lately has aroused great concern among the workers of a shopping center due to strange phenomena that some employees have even managed to capture on camera. The first disclosure of these manifestations came from a hairdresser who had recently closed her shop. As usual, the woman was heading outside when she noticed something extremely strange in one of the many skill machines that the mall has. This is what she recorded.
No se sabe, pero esto lo encontramos
Well, I'm not going to get nightmares over that. There's probably air conditioning. I can hear something buzzing.
Clearly, that is not normal. This recording would be the beginning of a series of extremely disturbing manifestations.
I hope it gets a bit better than this, Daphne, because that's not scary.
You see, that same week, and during a night shift, a security guard thought he had seen through the cameras the presence of a person walking the corridors. Something completely unusual, since at that moment, only he was inside. For him, this was enough reason to make another round, which was uneventful. However, when he saw the recording of his transit through the place, he came across this.
Why don't they just upload the footage from the hard drive to the internet? Why do they record a screen with their phone? What am I looking at? And why is it always potato quality? There was a shadow there.
As you can see, the guard can be seen touring the area, but he was not alone. Looking at the monitor, he noticed that shadow that appeared right behind him, following him at a very short distance.
Now, a couple of things with this one. Potato quality, because it is a CCTV system, and then there's a mobile phone recording that. And this thing is obviously way, way too far back from the camera sensor, and is artifacting. But it looks like it's wearing a blazer and a shirt. A very similar shirt and blazer to what the security guard was wearing. Now, we're only going to have the word of the security guard that he was there on his own, and I'm not going to call him a liar, but I've watched so much Mr. Grey that he's probably telling fibs. That wasn't a ghost. That looked like a person that was just too far back.
Most skeptical are sure that it has nothing to do with anything paranormal, and perhaps it was a coincidence. Maybe a person stayed longer than normal in the facilities. Something difficult, but probable, since a couple of times throughout the year, there are people looking to spend the night inside. The staff decided.
I think that's actually him. It's got the same strut.
Decided to ignore it until a few days later, another event occurred that convinced them that there was indeed something there. It happened in one of the outer pubs of the enclosure. It was one of the security cameras that in the middle of the morning captured this.
Right, I have decided we were going to do a full reaction. I'm going to cut this because it's going on and I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Watch. What do you think that is? You can see a head making strange movements.
I don't think that's a head, because whatever it is not actually there. It's above, because it's reflecting in this table as well. That's a reflection of something. I think this may be like a balloon or something up in the ceiling, and it's getting caught in the reflection because it's causing a reflection here as well. I don't think that's where this thing is. I think it's above and reflecting down.
The following footage came into my possession thanks to Gustavo Vorcas, a fervent Paraguayan subscriber who in his email tells that one night while he was going home, he noticed on the outskirts of a shopping center the presence of a rather overwhelmed policeman with his gun pointing towards the interior of the establishment. He says that when he saw the scene, he took out a cell phone camera thinking that it was a thief trying to escape. However, what he saw left him absolutely dismayed. Pay attention.
Holy shit! It's not a ghost. It's a crackhead. It's a smack rat. I mean, that police officer is shouting whatever language it is, thinking that that is human, clearly. So the potato quality, again, may make it look creepier than what it really is. I mean, we don't know what's led to this point, but he is speaking to it like it's a person. I imagine he says, don't move or I'll fire. The guy moves, he fires.
The nervousness shown by that policeman is clearly justified, since as you could see, it was not a person. Rather, it looked like an animal trying to get out. Gustavo recounts that in later statements, the officer reported that he fired because, in his own words, it tried to attack him.
It tried the door and then crawled away. If this isn't a movie and that wasn't a special effect, then this is just potato quality.
Assuring that from the way it walked, it was a creature that he had never seen before in his life.
Right, next.
Estábamos tranquilos aquí en casa y de repente comenzamos a observar en el bar de la casa.
Another mobile phone recording the screen. Why can't they upload the original footage? Because the original footage will be crisp and clear, and then you can't pretend it's a ghost.
Que se movían los
Mr. Greed, you see what you've done to me? I used to be the guy that was like Poundland Caspersite, like, oh, this is freaky. Now I'm like, nah, CGI. Dust. Smack rat.
orbes. Tenía rato que no llegaban con tanta cantidad. Ahorita van a haber una lluvia de orbes. No debe tardar. Esa es la cámara de seguridad de la casa. Empezó a llegar uno, dos. Y empezaron a llegar muchos.
If you're wondering how that could be done, get somebody to go upstairs in your house, have a flashlight and a camera, get somebody to jump up and down on the floor above you, take a couple of photos pointing into the room, and you'll get orbs everywhere. Or slap your curtain a couple of times, take some photos, video with a bright flash, and you'll get the same effect, especially on potato quality CCTV.
No hay nada prendido, ni ninguna esfera de luces.
That's just falling dust.
Y se mueven lentamente. Ahí viene uno por la mesa, por la silla. Ya va llegando a la barrita.
Sorry, I kind of switched off there. Now, before anyone says that's way too many to be what you've just described, go and watch My Haunted Hotel and watch the amount of, I'm saying orbs, it's dust with light reflections. Go and watch the amount they have, and they'll tell you it's a dusty building. Infrared, which is what night vision runs off, reflects everything brighter so you can see in the dark. It reflects the light back brighter, and that's all this is. It's disturbed dust, probably somebody upstairs.
Van pasando por la cámara del bar.
You want to get a bit of pledge in there. Give a little dust, you know? This way of walking is not odd. If you look up here, you can see the lights having the same glitchy, awkward movement.
Without a doubt, the scene is shocking. What would you do if you had to live in a situation like this? How would you react if something completely strange attacked you in this way?
This is actually quite well done. Which would lead me to believe it's probably a movie, because a lot of these top 5 channels, they keep putting movie clips from Indonesian movies and claiming there is ghost attacking. She doesn't look panicked enough. She's just doing this. Now, bearing in mind what I've done for a living for quite a long time, if somebody goes for your throat, you are trying everything to get them off. You're not just holding your throat. That's a movie thing. You're trying to hit their arms, you're trying to hit them in the face, anything. You don't just do that and allow them to hold you. Nobody reacts the way this woman is reacting. So it's either a movie or it's staged and it's a CGI shadow, but it's
An event worthy of the most disturbing horror movie. Yet in all honesty, the video turns out to be too fascinating to be true. So it is most likely that it is staged. A very good example to differentiate.
It is staged. And do you know how I know it's staged? The reflection there doesn't show a shadow, shows a person.
Honesty. The video
When the
turns out
image
to
is
be
brightened
too
up,
fascinating.
The image is brightened up. Watch these reflective panels. And that shadow figure is far darker and pronounced.
To be true. So it is most likely
See?
that it is staged.
That was a person that moved back. When that grey, shadowy thing moves back, there is a full person's reflection moves back there. Let me mute it. See? There was a full person. You could see his face. That's editing. That's really not as good as I thought it was going to be.
That it is staged.
It's
A
definitely
very
staged.
good example to differentiate the fake from the real.
So why feature it on your top 5? Was that it? Right, this isn't it. It's this. There's a walkway here, there's an upstairs here, there's windows there, there's probably windows above. That's just somebody walking across on the gantry casting a shadow down here. The windows are probably in line, and that's why it appears over this light.
The subscriber who sent us this image assures us that in this factory, nothing paranormal has ever happened.
He's 100% correct. Well, guys, there we go. There's a top 5 I was told was of better quality than most. It's better than the shit that I've seen on Caspersight, and why I stopped watching Caspersight. Because Caspersight is featuring nothing but TikTok and renowned fakers of the paranormal. So in that respect, this was better. I at least had to work things out here. Now, none of that was paranormal. Of the 5 things, nothing was paranormal. It was really bad cameras, staging, and artifacting. That's all I saw. Daphne, I appreciate you sending that over to me. I appreciate you asking me to have a look at something different. And you did say in your email that it's creepy, but you'll probably be able to debunk. And yeah, I think I've debunked all 5 there quite sufficiently. But, you know, I probably won't watch this channel again because it was a bit too easy. There was nothing in there that made me go, what could that be? It was all quite simple for me to debunk. I can see why people have sent them into this top 5 channel and why these videos are sent to people as ghost or paranormal evidence. Except the very first bit, that was just something blowing in the wind. If you don't understand CCTV, if you don't understand low-resolution cameras, if you don't understand artifacting, then it can look very ghostly to you. If you guys are looking at top 5s and you're wondering, how can I do what you do? Don't just look at the central focal point. Look at everything around it, and then look a second time. I've done it so often now that I can basically watch something once, and I'm watching multiple places at once, I'm looking for fakery, first off. I don't think, apart from that one with the woman being choked, I don't think anything else in this video was faked. I think it was just potato quality cameras. The woman being choked was clearly fake because the reflection showed a guy. I'm pretty sure that's a movie and they haven't finished editing it out properly. Or he was staged, and he was staged quite crudely. Always be aware of your mirrors, fakers. And reflections. Daphne, I appreciate you. I appreciate you reaching out to me. I hope I haven't ruined one of your favourite channels. Then again, Beardo, I ruin a lot of people's favourite channels. Beardo, out.